Hey, Matt here with my reaction to the Pokemon Presents from August 3rd, 2022. I'll be doing a more detailed discussion on my thoughts at the end of the video, so be sure to stick around for that. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. In today's Pokemon Presents, we will be sharing information on several of our games, including the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games.
That's why I'm here.
But before that, I'm happy to share some news about the Pokemon World Championships that will be held in London, UK.
Hello Pokemon trainers, I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International, and I'm delighted to share with
Chris
you
Brown.
updates on our... This year, we are also adding many new elements to the show, beginning with 2 new Pokemon titles. Please join me in welcoming Pokemon Go, where nearly 100 players will compete across
Competitive
2 race divisions,
Pokemon
and
Go?
Pokemon Unite,
Okay.
where 16 teams from 11 regions.
This I understand,
These
but
players have
Pokemon
battled
Go,
all year for
that's
their shot.
interesting.
And one more thing. It's my honor to unveil for fans today our new Pokemon World Championships Pikachu Trophy. Take a look.
Who's that trophy-mon? That's a nice looking trophy. It's 2 trophies in one.
Now, I'd like to share some news about a few of our games.
Oh yeah? I'm really falling off of Pokemon Go.
Beasts?
I literally only use it
And
for
what has
shiny
become of
checking now.
Professor
I just
Willow, who
casually
was sucked
shiny
into
check.
It's a special incense that can be used once a day and lasts for 15 minutes. It can attract Pokemon not normally seen in your area.
Right, this has
And
been in the
rumors
game
say
for
it might even
a
attract
couple weeks
legendary
now.
Pokemon.
I haven't even used
Use
it yet.
daily at Pokemon Go Fest or having heated battles at the Pokemon World Championships. The entire world is the stage for
Still
Pokemon
weird to me
Go,
the Pokemon
and
Go
our
battles are at
adventures are just
the
getting
World
started.
Championships.
Pokemon Unite, the hot app for Nintendo Switch and mobile devices.
MOBAs.
In this special type of quick battle in celebration of our first anniversary, all Pokemon on the field, both wild and players, are Pikachu. We
Huh.
hope you join in the festivities.
That's a lot of Pikachus.
Buzzwole is an all-rounder that can grapple opposing Pokemon and launch them into the air.
Of course he's a grappler.
Run on in celebration of the first anniversary.
One thing I gotta say about Unite, though, is at least the costumes are pretty nice. What is this? Is that red? Is this Mount Silver? What is this? Oh. Gotcha.
Oh, that makes sense.
Does it? Oh, you hungry?
Looks like Mewtwo's back in the Pokemon Cafe
All right.
Rubik's game, and it's
I always forget this is a thing.
delicious. Mewtwo likes to order small plates.
Oh,
so
I
gather
love that
staff
little hat on
specializes.
Rowlet. Oh. Oh my god. No, don't leave him behind.
Next up, an update on the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games.
Okay, now this is what I wanted to see.
Travel across Paldea.
That better not be in-game voice acting, because that doesn't sound great. I guess the the cover legendaries are your traversal Pokemon as well.
The Pokemon.
I don't know how that's gonna work. Like, how early in the game do you get the legendary then? What is that? What the? They're so sparkly.
I'd like to dive a little deeper into the information presented, so let's take a closer look.
Okay, good. That's what I was hoping. I want a little more information on what I just saw.
The newest titles in the Pokemon series
That still
are the
doesn't look
Pokemon
great.
Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. These titles will be open-world RPGs, a first for the Pokemon series. These are the legendary Pokemon, Koraidon and Miraidon. You'll rely on
That
one of them as a partner
Rhydon
in your
in their
adventure.
name,
Climb on,
of course.
and together you will be enrolling at a certain academy as a student.
I don't know how I feel about this.
And a special independent study project awaits you. The Treasure Hunt. Through it, you'll embark on a journey to find treasure of your own, here in Paldea. 3 grand stories
This
are waiting for
better
you.
not be a replacement for
One
the
story
gyms.
will revolve around the familiar gym battles.
Okay,
You'll
thankfully
go
they're
to 8
still there.
Pokemon gyms and aim for the champion rank. In these games, there is no set path you must take when challenging the gyms. Chart your very own course along Victory Road.
So that makes me wonder, are the levels of the gym leader's
The other
Pokemon
2
going
stories you'll
to be
experience
determined
hold many surprises
based on
and
your
discoveries
progress?
as well. Which story will you begin with? How will you progress through them? It is all up to you. This Pokemon is the Paldean regional form of Wooper.
What type
It lives
is
on
that?
the land and covers its body with a poisonous film.
Poison.
Fido are
Wonder if it's poison
delightfully
ground.
squishy Pokemon that are smooth to the touch.
That's a
And
cute
here's
dog.
Titan, which has a large body and a hard horn that can freeze its surroundings. Of course, we also have the Pokemon from which you'll choose your first partner: Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley.
I still don't know which one I want
Enjoy
to take.
meeting lots of Pokemon.
I like them
And
all.
complete your by using the Union Circle. You can enjoy co-op play with up to 3 friends. You
With
can
how
go
the
look for
wild
Pokemon you
area
haven't
in
yet
Sword and
discovered.
Shield runs online, I'm
Or
kind
even
of
ride together to
concerned with
race
how
across the
this
map.
will run.
Enjoy all the Paldea region has to offer with family and friends.
I'm hoping when you join up like that, you can, if you're playing with someone with the opposite version, I'm hoping you can catch that version's
The
exclusive Pokemon
Terrastal
while playing with
phenomenon
them.
makes Pokemon shine like gems.
Okay, so this is the gimmick for this generation.
All Pokemon in the Paldea region are able to Terrastalize, which can provide a boost to a Pokemon's type and make its moves stronger. Some Pokemon will change type when they Terrastalize. For example, an Eevee would typically remain normal type after Terrastalizing, but there could be Eevee that become grass or water type after Terrastalizing.
Now,
We hope you'll try
if
to
does a
catch
duo
Pokemon with
does a
rare
dual type
Terra-types.
become a monotype when doing that?
Pokemon that have rare Terra types are more likely to appear in Terra raid battles. You can challenge
Okay,
Terra
I'm glad the
Pokemon in
raids are
these
back.
battles
The
with
raids
up
were
to
actually
3
something
other
I did
trainers.
enjoy from Sword and Shield.
This is a new kind of raid battle where you can attack or heal with your own timing without having to wait for your allies. Try to cooperate with your allies to get the upper hand in these battles.
Already, I like this better because it's
After you
not just
successfully defeat a Terra
Pokemon gets
Pokemon,
big.
you'll get the
Your independent study in the Paldea region begins in 3 months. We eagerly await your
I
enrollment.
guess it is 3 months away. Huh.
That's all for today's presentation. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching.
Alright, I've been sitting on what I saw for a couple days now, and I think it's time to talk about it. Let's start off with the visuals. Visually, I'd put the game right there with Legends Arceus. I had been hoping for an improvement, but it seems like that just isn't going to happen with the tight schedule that the Pokemon Company has Game Freak on. Visuals by no means detract from how good a game can be, but for one of my favorite franchises, and the highest grossing franchise in the world, they can do better. I by no means put the blame on Game Freak. As I said, I believe it's because of the tight deadline the Pokemon Company keeps Game Freak on. Moving on from that though, let's talk about the legendaries. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about using them as the traversal Pokemon. As I mentioned in the reaction, how early do you get the legendary then? Or do you ride around on it all game until you reach the end and catch it? I don't know how that works. It'll be interesting to see how they do that in the game. At first I thought it might have been a situation where you actually traverse on the legendary from the opposite version. And the only reason I thought this was because in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you could only catch either Latios or Latios, and whichever one you weren't able to catch in that version, you could call them and fly around on them with the Aeon Flute. About a month or so back when there was a leak stating that the legendaries had 5 of something, I really was hoping it wasn't forms, because if the legendary had 5 forms, that's a lot of work for my living Pokedex. But my guess here is that they're simply traversal forms only, not forms that would be able to be maintained in combat or in the boxes, so I probably don't have to worry about that. Now, as for the whole academy thing, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this. You're enrolling in a school to treasure hunt. Sounds to me like the teachers are taking advantage of the kids to get treasure for them, but I'm just glad that it's not a replacement for the gym battles. And the fact that you can seemingly do them in any order, I like that. It kinda harkens back to Gen 1 and 2, when there were a lot of gyms you could do out of order. But I've gotta wonder, are the levels of the gym leader's Pokemon going to be static? Or are they going to change depending on the order you do the gyms in? Like, whichever gym you do first, are the gym leader's Pokemon going to be at a lower level? And once you beat that gym, the next gym leader's Pokemon's levels get a bump up? I'm hoping that's how it'll be, but I guess I'll just have to wait and see. For the co-op, I'm really hoping that this will run better than the wild area did in Sword and Shield. In Sword and Shield, as soon as you connected to the online, the game just started running horribly. I'm hoping they've fixed that, but knowing Nintendo's online systems, probably not. I just hope to see somewhat of an improvement. But I wonder how this works. Do you connect to one player as a host? And if so, if that host has a different version from you, can you then catch that version's exclusive Pokemon? If so, I would really like that. Being able to just connect to a friend with the opposite version and get all the Pokemon that you can't get in your game. Aside from the legendary, of course. On to the new mechanic for this generation. I already like terastallizing way more than Dynamax and Gmax from the last generation. It's definitely more creative to me than just Pokemon gets big. And the fact that any Pokemon can seemingly become any other type based on their Terastal type can really mix up a battle. It's kind of like hidden power in that way. Each Pokemon has a different hidden power type, and you don't know what type it is until you use it. Based on what I've seen so far, this probably has to be my favorite generational gimmick since Megas. And as for the raids, I'm glad they're back. For me, they were one of the more enjoyable things from Sword and Shield. And I like how they seem to have mixed things up and improved the pacing of them. Being able to just attack at your own pace instead of waiting on your teammates is a big change, because before it would just cycle through everyone's turns and then you'd have to wait for everyone to pick what move they were going to use. And the worst is when you would be stuck with an NPC that just uses a move that wastes your time and does nothing to contribute to the fight. I would imagine they can still do that, but at least you're not waiting on them to do the move. You can just keep attacking if you need to. You can just keep attacking in the meantime. I definitely think the potential is there to surpass Sword and Shield, which at this moment is still my least favorite generation. Wrapping up here though, I'm definitely optimistic. And when I say optimistic, I mean I'm optimistic it'll be better than Sword and Shield, which at this point in my books isn't that hard to beat. But yeah, let me know down in the comments how you feel about what we've seen of Scarlet and Violet so far. And thanks for watching.